Hello everybody and welcome back to Cities Skylines, where we need to deal with a bit of a sickness issue over here. Specifically, this recycling center is causing pollution that I believe is the cause of our sickness over here. Now we could just treat that with our hospital here, but for right now, I feel like we don't need this recycling center here anymore since we do have 2 waste transfer facilities, which I believe actually create less pollution. So let's go ahead and start emptying. Actually, we don't need to empty a recycling center. We can just bulldoze it. Huh. I thought for some reason that we'd have to empty that, but sure. We can just get rid of that, and that should help that problem right there. Fantastic. Now, last episode, we went through and upgraded some of our thoroughfares in Sigma 162 Heights, and now it looks like, well, we haven't had full pathfinding update for pathfinding down to here, but it's definitely cleaning up the weight at this cargo harbor, so that is fantastic. No problem whatsoever there at this time, and everything's looking good. Absolutely fantastic, even. So let's check in up over this way, make sure that we're not developing any additional traffic issues. I do see that we have some dead people pickup issues over here, and we should probably consider putting in another morgue, like at the tip of this curve here. Kind of like that. There we go. But we don't seem to have any traffic issues over this way. I want to check in on some of our other areas. Some of our other problem areas, but man, I love that traffic lane tool. It makes things so much easier to actually deal with the traffic. Honestly, that should be part of the base game. That should not be in the traffic manager mod. Okay, what do we got going on here? Honestly, this is probably a complicated enough intersection to make a traffic light be a useful thing. We'll see how that goes. Okay, so those guys are going into this tunnel, and this tunnel connects down and goes this way. Right. So presumably they're taking this tunnel up over here. Sure. Now, as I said, this would likely become a bottleneck, and that is exactly what has happened here. I'm deeply unsurprised by that. So I would like to attempt to get this upgraded a bit. And large roads with the air cargo selected. Okay, we're just going to try to get this up to a 6-lane road. Now, this is slope too steep here. I believe that we can probably make this actually happen if we take out these sections of road. And if we were to just connect it in the old-fashioned way. Kind of like that. But I want this to be a bit more of a smooth angle. So we're going to bring this up over here. That slope too steep, but it does not want to turn like that. Okay. I'm going to remove this section right here, and we're just going to redo this a bit. Okay. So I want to have all of this upgraded. And we would bring that in and just have it connect something like this. So we'll bring this in like so. Okay. It doesn't want to connect in there because that's slope too steep. So we'll pull this back a bit. And we'll just see if we can experiment with what we can get here. So actually that works. What was that? Like that. Oh, that's disgusting. I hate it. Okay, we're not doing that. That creates a land bridge here. We absolutely don't want a land bridge. So we're not going to be doing that. And we're going to bring this in over here. That slope too steep. Okay, so we're going to have to curve this over the way it was before, I think. I really didn't like the way that it was curved before. I would prefer to find a way to bring it in kind of like this. That's giving us slope too steep there. But what we might be able to do is bring this section out over here. Yeah, that's not going to work. So what if we were to bring it quite sharp? This is basically the same path that it was on before, but then bring it in like that. Yes. I feel like that works. Okay, So now we need... Oh, this is so disgusting over here. We're going to redo this section. And possibly even this tunnel here. I'll think about how I want to do that tunnel in a moment. But we'll come back to that. And just connect that in like so. Then this is trying to go this direction. So it needs to get around. This is an on-ramp. And it needs to go over or under, perhaps. Okay. I'd like to get it underneath. That may not be an option here, but it may be. So let's bring this over like so and bring it down like that. And see if that would allow us to connect in over this way. Because I want to bring it under. We can't go over. Okay, we're going to have to go down a little bit steeper than this, if we can. So we need to bring this down like 2 levels. Something kind of like this. And then have it link in over here somehow. I'm not sure exactly how we're going to pull that one off. I would rather that it go under over here, actually, now that I think about it. So it should come more along the lines of it comes over here, it goes down a step. There's a spot right here. And then it goes, that's all sloped too steep, and that's because of the sharp drop-off right here. What if we had this curve differently, though? And it instead came over like so. That actually works. Fantastic. So with that there, we would want to do a little bit of lane work here, but not much. We would want to get this moving into this lane. This goes straight over, as does this, as does this. Now the main bottleneck here will be this tunnel, but I'm not sure how much utilization that tunnel actually sees. We don't have a connection down here. This is meant to bypass this intersection. Okay, we can definitely have that there, like so. And then do a little bit of lane work and say that this lane turns, but it also goes straight, like so. I love this lane tool. It's so good. Incredibly, incredibly useful, allowing us to set up exactly the intersections that we want. Okay. So we're going to come out over here and redo this intersection because we haven't. So this lane is intended to be an exclusive turn lane. This lane can go here. No, not there. Have to redo it. Sad. That's the one thing I don't like about this tool is it doesn't have an undo. That'd be a really convenient thing. So this is an exclusive turn lane. This lane turns here. It also goes straight, and it also turns here, and it can also turn here. This lane is purely straight. This lane can go here, or it can go straight. Okay, this lane can go here or go straight. This lane can go here, or it can go this way, or it can go straight. And this is why I say this one might make sense to be a traffic light, with how complicated that particular lane setup is. Maybe. There's a lot of demand for turning left here. That does surprise me. Okay, so that might be something that we need to address. Yeah, that does appear to be the case. What's going on here? Is this a traffic light? It is. This does not need to be a traffic light for a merge on. Okay. So let's get that going a bit. And let's try this uncontrolled. Honestly, it works so much better. It works so much better that way. Cool. So we'll let that run for a bit. We can see that there's still a pretty good backup over this way. We can't really do anything about that, other than add additional cargo harbors, which we've already done, so I'm not too concerned about that for this exact moment. Let's come on down over this way. That sickness is still a bit of a thing there. Our ambulances, there are no ambulances sent out by this hospital, which means it's sending them from very, very far away. I don't know about that. Is there something in the traffic manager options, maybe, to be able to adjust that? Let's see here. Maybe under gameplay? We are on Holy City. Actually, vehicle speed and road condition is something we should work on, and I'm going to turn the dynamic lane selection more back up. Okay. Let's see. Policies at junctions. For now, I'm not going to do... Oh, let's turn off automatically add traffic lights. I don't want that to be a thing. Okay, let's get rid of that. And for now, that all seems to be reasonably okay. I don't think there's anything here really about pathfinding or sending out from the nearest location. So we'll take a look at that and see what we can do about that in a bit. But I would like to work on our road conditions, because that's something we've not really done at all. So we could definitely have a road maintenance depot. These do not produce any pollution at all. We can have like one of these per island. So that'll work on that island. We can put up another one over here, and this will just increase overall speeds of traffic. We can have one up over this way. That would take out a little bit of our industry, but that's fine. And we're just building them on the major islands. Right over here looks good. One right over here. I'm not going to call that a major island. We'll put one over this way, since apparently... Is that not zoned? Apparently that's not zoned. Okay, let's get that zoned up. Beautiful. And we'll get another one of these. This island I'm not going to call a major island, but this one I will. So we'll put one right there. Cool. And now if we look at our road condition, it will definitely improve over time. It's not perfect, but it'll get a lot better. We'll get these roads maintained a bit more. Sounds good. We're a little bit negative in our cash right now, but that's fine. Just watching this situation right here. Broadly, it appears to be fine. So that's good. Let's check in on our education real quick. We could definitely use an elementary school, and I think down here is the place to build it, since this is where we're expanding. There we go. High schools. We could use a high school as well. We are running a bit low on cash with all of those road maintenance depots. Those each are 40k. They're not hugely expensive, but they're relatively expensive. We've been spending a lot of money recently, and that's fine. We've got plenty coming in. But we'll just put in a high school over here. And we're fine on university. Now, we don't have any public libraries, and I am going to put in a public library in, like, one for each of our residential areas. That is going to get rid of some of our residential zoned space, but that's fine. We could put in one, like, here. And then we'll put in one somewhere up over this way, if we can find a spot with room. These buildings are pretty big. And this is tight space up here. Yeah, maybe over here? Just not enough money. We can get one in over here. Okay. We'll need cash for that, so that's okay. We'll have to hold off for the moment, but we got a couple of public libraries in. And we do have some demand for additional residential. So I'm now going to zone up through here, and we'll get all of that zoned up. Fantastic. How are we doing on our park leveling? Okay. We're about halfway to level 3. We've got plenty of entertainment there. Honestly, we probably can just make this be free for right now until we get leveled up. So the park is free. for the time being. We will change that later. We do not have a power connection here. It is alternatively powered, but we're still going to run that. We have no need at all to have this here at this point. We may want to consider going around and finding ourselves some of those useless power lines at this point. There's likely many of them that we have not removed. Oh, we're lacking water over this way. That would help. Okay. Also, a road maintenance depot up here might not be the worst concept. So that's a potential option. But overall, our traffic appears to be going very, very well indeed. I like it. Garbage pickup over here. It should have coverage. We should be reasonably okay on that front. Now, this is a recycling center up here, and that pollution is likely causing this sickness as well. We're going to ditch that and rezone it. There we go. And that pollution will eventually go away. Excellent. Yeah, we've got some sickness over here, but in theory that should be fine. Okay, I'm just watching this situation unfold here. What do we got underneath, or underground here? It's not a huge backup, but this is the only thoroughfare that goes down here other than mass transit. So we may want to... We don't have a backup here. We may want to consider upgrading this section here to 3-lane. Or 4-lane. Like, 3-lane would be ideal, I think. Yeah, this should be reasonably fine. Just get this all upgraded. Do we have enough cash for this? This is going to be a lot of cash. Yeah, not enough money. Okay, so we can get up to there. Just that additional throughput will likely get this plenty clean. Yes. So now the bottleneck may move to here. But it overall appears to be reasonably fine. Okay, so each of these costs like 3,000. We can get a couple of them done, but that's okay. I'd love to upgrade here, and then it just is very awkward right now due to our funding levels. Very awkward indeed, but we can continue to upgrade this through here. And it looks like this is just going to be a nice clean upgrade. 1920 for this, and then 1920 for that as well. Cool. Just about got that done. And there we go. Okay, let's take a look at how that traffic is flowing. Looks pretty good. Certainly a lot better. Hello. That looks distinctly like a traffic light. I don't think we want one there. Or here, for that matter. If we need to do lane management, we can, and we probably should. So this lane is definitely turning here. This lane is likely also turning here, and then this lane is turning here, like that. This lane is turning here. This lane is going straight, and this lane is probably also going straight. This lane turns. Nothing is connecting here, so we'll do something kind of like that. Okay. And then we'll look over here. So this should really only be merging on like that, and then this should really only be merging on like this. We'll have these two come together kind of like that to provide a protected merge. Actually, no, I don't think we need that. This only merges here. This goes straight, like so. This goes here, and then we do have 2-lane here. So this would want to go like that or straight. This goes only straight. This goes only straight. This would turn or go straight, like so. Okay, that should clean up a little bit. Let's take a quick look at that. Oh yeah, that's so much better. Beautiful. So that is fantastic. We probably need some work here now. So let's check to see if that's a traffic light. It is. It should not be. And honestly, that's probably all that needs. But we'll just have these... We may as well be unpaused while we're doing this. We'll just have these go straight like so. And all of these are just straight. I think they automatically do that, but we'll just make sure that it's there manually just to be absolutely certain. Okay. Much better traffic flow through this area. Beautiful. This is a pretty clear issue. This is a turn lane. And then this can expand out into 2 lanes of traffic. And then this goes straight. These all go straight. We don't want them turning here. There we go. No turning allowed. Cool. Somebody thinks the city needs more parks. We're working on it. How are we doing in our park? Even with it free, we're only at 1175 visitors, but they are coming in slowly. We've got plenty of entertainment. We're just trying to level it up for the time being. Some dead people requiring pickup down over this way. We do have multiple morgues right next to where the dead people need to be picked up. So I don't think that's a problem. It shouldn't be. It's likely that they were just dispatched from a very, very long ways away. So we'll see how that goes. That should get cleaned up. Because, like, there's literally a crematorium right here that only has 2 of its 7 hearses out. So there's that. The pathfinding appears to be struggling a bit with this city. I'm not shocked about that, but overall, this appears to be functioning through some minor miracle. Hello. This merge together is causing some issues here. Let's see what we've got going on there. Okay. All of these lanes can just connect straight. I don't know why this is considered an intersection, but I guess it is. Wait, you can undo them? Okay, I'm dumb. We don't have to completely restart it. You can undo it. It's just a little bit unintuitive. Got it. That's fine. Okay, so we do that, and now the traffic seems to be flowing much, much better. They're all trying to merge into that center lane over here still. And I think part of that is because I want to modify this, take that out, and allow this to go straight. It doesn't have to be a dedicated turn lane. There we go. That should improve that flow pretty dramatically. Similarly over here, this doesn't have to be a dedicated turn lane. That can go straight, and we can remove that connection. There we go. As far as this over here goes, that is our turn lane. It didn't actually go. There we go. And we move straight on through like so. For this, this would move into this lane, this would move into this lane, and then otherwise we just go straight and merge these 2 lanes together. There we go. Okay. We're seeing some issues down over here. I want to make sure that all 3 of these are going straight and not merging together, because we need more throughput up here, clearly. And I'm going to alter this pretty dramatically. So we're going to remove this, have this go straight, remove this, have this go straight, and then that just merges together like that. Let's see if that cleans up. And this isn't connected. Okay, there we go. Something kind of like this. I'm not sure what's going on here. That was interesting. But there we go. So, broadly speaking, that seems to be flowing a little bit better. This would be a turn lane, or it would go this way. So obviously this is a bit overloaded here. even with it having a dedicated turn lane. That's a bit wild. And then down here, I'm okay with these guys going straight. I clicked the wrong button there. There we go. Cool. Even with a dedicated turn lane there, that's still a lot of traffic coming in here. So it's good that we have a dedicated merge-in lane here. That's for sure. But I think that this is going to start cleaning up. That's the theory, anyway. Well, it is about time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we'll see if this is improving at all. It may or may not be. The real issue here is clearly this merge together, and we may actually want to have this have a dedicated merge lane. So it would be something kind of like, I want to remove this, like that. There we go. So now these two are trying to merge together, and that will create a bit of an issue there. But let's see if that cleans up. Like I said, though, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we will continue to work a little bit on this mess here. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I just spotted a traffic light that I didn't want to exist. And I will see you all next time, but a very special thank you to all of our channel members. If I can get the game paused. There we go. A very special thank you to all of our channel members for making this video possible, including Casserole, Sigma162, JJ Gamer, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Video Games Are Not Real, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.